Hey, what's going on? Patrick Phillips here. I'm going to walk you through step by step how to use this text script that we've created for contractors to get some back and forth engagement so that you can set up a time to go out, give them a proposal. And of course, if you give out more proposals, more quotes, you're going to close more jobs. If you find this helpful, go ahead and like and subscribe. It helps us reach more contractors and help more people. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to go and jump right into it. Okay, we have here pulled up on my screen what not to do. This is what a lot of contractors do. Okay, hey, first name, it's John with XYZ Company. Saw you reached out wanting a quote. We do everything from this to this. Let us know a day and a time that you'd want us to come out and we can make it happen. Also, here's our website. Do you see this big paragraph? And also, you're just like leaving it up to them to reach out to you to let you know when is a good time for them. They're let have them let you know when's a good time to come out. Like, you're a service, right? You want to come to them, engage with them, go back and forth. A lot of times too, people see this big paragraph and then boom, they bounce right off. Like they're not even going to read that. Okay, so what you want to do is make it very short and very engaging. And you want to set up the appointment yourself, not have them let you know when's a good time, to go out for a quote. Like they're not gonna, first of all, they shouldn't have to let you know that. And then second of all, if they do, your competition is going to come through with a more engaging approach and get more proposals out and close more jobs in your local market. So if you want to dominate, then you can use this script that we created for you that we use for all of our clients. Okay. So, hey, first name, it's Patrick with XYZ Company. Looks like you might have clicked on our ad out there about getting XYZ. So, for example, for a lot of our fence clients, for example, we'll say, hey, first name, looks like you might have clicked on something we had out there on Facebook or wherever the ad was, Instagram. Are you looking to get aluminum, chain link, or vinyl kind of fence, right? We're asking them a question based off the material specifically, right? And then now they're engaged with having them tell you, and more importantly, reminding themselves what they're looking for and what kind of material they want. And now we're in the conversation about the project and when you're going to come out. But we don't just see how we just don't go for the throat and send out a big paragraph long text. You want to get some back and forth engagement. So, like for example, hey, first name, it's Brandon with XYZ Company. Looks like you might have clicked on our ad out there about XYZ offer. Are you looking for this kind of material, or that kind of material? You can kind of, tailor it. You can take this framework and kind of tailor it to whatever it is that you offer. By the way, if you want to do that, just go to File and make a copy, and you can make a copy of this whole thing to use for your specific business, whatever that is. Now, if you have something like Vertex, like we offer to all our clients, you can set this up to automatically text. That's why it says automated with Vertex to send this out within the first 5 minutes. So then this way, it's going to send that first thing out. It's going to get them to respond. And now you're in a back and forth engaging conversation versus just sending out a paragraph. There's the engagement stage before the final thing, right? So we want to get that back and forth engagement. People call it greasy wheels, people call it momentum in the conversation, and then set up a time, okay? Or ask for permission, which we'll get to here in a second. Now, most time, if we're running ads and it looks like you're at XYZ address, right? Then it'll say the address, right? And you just copy and paste their address. People are more likely to respond to what's specific to them. So their first name, their address, things like that, right? So we actually copy and paste their address right into this text. As soon as they say, so now we're at the point where they responded with whatever kind of material, then we respond back and say, okay, and it looks like you're at XYZ address and plug their address in. Now, of course, they're going to be more prone to respond to that because you're talking about their specific address. That address that you copy and paste, if somebody texted you and copy and pasted your address and said, it looks like you're at this address, wouldn't that pop out to you, right? Like it's gonna pop out and have them be more likely to respond, right? Which then we're getting the second response. So you see how we're going for just the responses and going for the back and forth conversation first. And then number three, we ask for permission. Is it okay if I give you a call real quick to see if we can help? What most people do, especially nowadays, is just bombard people with phone calls and then you look like a scammer, okay? And nobody wants all these phone calls. What nobody else does, what most people don't do is ask for permission first. And as you ask for that permission, now they're going to be more prone to being like, of course, yeah, you can call me, right? And then you can give them a call, and now they're definitely going to answer because you just asked for permission before giving the call. Do you see how like no other contractor in your space is really going to do that? If you don't believe me, just go and click on all your competitors' ads and see the way that they follow up and text you. It's going to be a bunch of phone calls and a bunch of paragraph long text messages. Okay. This allows you to stand out because it's short, simple messages. It's specific to their wants and needs. It's specific to their address, and you're going back and forth, right? It's their specific information. So calling out their first name and keeping it short, and then asking for permission before bombarding them with calls. Okay. And then because you ask for their permission, of course, they're going to say, what are they going to say? No. The worst they can say, a lot of times they will say that they're at work. Like if you do this during the day, that's why we recommend the best time to follow up with all your leads is from like 6 to 8 p.m. Or inside of Vertex, we actually have a way to automatically do this for you. So the AI, we have an AI agent that'll automatically text your leads, it'll call your leads and just book your appointments for you. So we actually train the AI to do all this. So if you want information for that, you can just comment below, or there's probably a link below somewhere below this video. But if they are at work, then it'll say, then you just go ahead and say no problem. Would later today or sometime tomorrow work, right? For a phone call, now we're talking about, right? So it goes text, phone call, then the appointment. Okay. What a lot of people do is just try and text straight about the appointment, and you lose people. Okay. This is the work and the follow up that most companies don't do. They stick to word of mouth, which is great. They can be profitable, but they never really grow to where they want to be because you have to learn to work the leads that don't know who you are not as high intent. This is how you do it. Back and forth engaging conversations, asking for permission, and really mapping it out where you text, call, and then set up the appointment. Okay. So if they say no problem, if they say that they're at work, no problem, would later today or tomorrow sometime work. You just do the simple option close, right? If you do this day or that day, usually the second day or the second time that you offer is usually what they'll stick to. So if you'd rather them select the second time, then put that second. So if I wanted to do so, if I want them for tomorrow, then I'd say would later today or tomorrow work, right? If it was Tuesday and I wanted to talk to them on Friday, then I would say would Thursday or Friday work, right? Make sense? Then they select the day, and then you pick two times that you're available on that day for a phone call. Would this time or this time work? Now, what you can do is if you're texting all these people from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., then you can also set up your phone calls or discovery calls, we call them, between 6 and 8 p.m. as well, because that's again when most people are available because they're not at work. And if you set them up during that time, now you have all your follow-up time in that time frame, right? And it makes it a little bit easier for you to follow up. If they don't respond, hey, is this first name? It looks like you might have clicked on something out there we had about getting XYZ, whatever is it okay if I give you a phone call? Keep texting and asking for permission. A lot of times they will say that they're not available. Can you give me a call at this time? And now you're going back and forth with them, setting up phone calls to actually make sure that they're qualified so you don't waste their time, right? Which we can go over in another video. And also, you're making sure that you give them a realistic expectation of what to think or what the price is going to be before you drive all the way out there and waste your time, which again, we can go over in another video. So hopefully this is helpful. Again, like and subscribe below so it'll help us, with the algorithm, reach more contractors, help more people, and help our channel grow and our company grow. Okay. Appreciate you. And hopefully this is helpful. We'll see you on the next one and talk to you soon.